Genuinely, some of you think that while job hunting, the thing you need to do is actually to wake up, apply, probably search, apply, and sleep, then wake up again, repeat the same routine, and you think that's how it's supposed to work, right? You think that's how it's supposed to be, just wake up, make your research, apply for any job you come across, and you sleep and you wake up the next day, and that's the routine. All right, some of you genuinely thinks that that is how it is supposed to be, that is how it is supposed to work, right? But I'm here to tell you that there are actually things you need to do while job hunting. While in the process of you trying to job hunt, you trying to get that job, there are things you have to do that period. There are things you have to just put in place, all right? So when the job comes through, or while you're trying to job hunt, you keep yourself busy and not just idle. And this thing will also help this your job hunting process, right? So there are 8 things I want to mention in this video. More like there are 8 specific things I want you to know in this particular video that you need to do while you are job hunting. But meanwhile, drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. So I know we are not that big. We don't have a big family yet here on YouTube. But I am here to tell you that one of us landed a job through my videos, all right? Here is the comment. So the person actually told me that, oh, they landed a job. It's part of, it was in the comment section for the last video we posted. So I am here to celebrate you. Congratulations on landing that dream job of yours, which was actually the main reason why this channel came to be. And I'm so happy that you actually got the type of job you're looking for. And I'm waiting to hear more testimonies in the future, right? So this is something that I am excited about. This is the reason why I opened this channel, and it kind of made my day, right? So congratulations to one member of us in this community, all right? So we are expecting more news with time. All right, so let's dive into what we have for today, which is the things you're supposed to be doing while you were job hunting, right? So the number one thing you ought to do while job hunting is actually to track every application you've made. All right, so get a sheet, a Google sheet, open a sheet. All right, so don't just make applications and then you lose track of what companies you applied to, what job titles you've applied for, what type of job you've applied for before. All right, so just get an Excel sheet, open it. You can use your phone, you can use your mobile phone for that too. If you have a laptop, you can also make use of that. If you have a desktop, you can make use of that. All right, so just open it, create a sheet. All right, create a sheet, columns and rows, where you have the different places you've applied and the different companies you've applied. All right, track every application so you know what applications you've made, the job titles you've made, so that when a company calls you and say, oh, I am calling you from this company, you can easily go to your tracker to go and check, okay, if you actually applied for this company. All right, so there are a lot of job scams out there, so they can call you and say, oh, we are calling you from this particular company. So you can easily go and check your tracker to actually know that, oh, I never applied to this company, so why are they calling me? So you can easily detect when it is a scam or when it is not what you applied for, right? So get a tracker, get a sheet, create your table, and be able to track every applications you've put out there. It is very important. So while you're applying and job hunting, please do this. That's one thing I need you to do during this period of job hunting, right? Okay, so the second thing I want you to do is actually to study every job descriptions like an exam. That's the number 2 thing I want you to do. Study every job description like an exam, all right? So for every job you come across, try to read the job description. Don't just, check the job title and then you move. That's not what I want you to do. Don't just go ahead and just check the job title. After reading the job title, you probably run through to check the salary, and once you think it is okay with you, you move ahead, right? That's not what I want you to do. I want you to read what the responsibility for each jobs are, the requirements for each job. Like, read it like you're reading for an exam, all right? So for every job you've applied, go through the job description. Try to study it, know exactly what you want. You'll find out things that are lacking in your experiences from reading the job description. Because because a job can say they want an accountant. There might be a tool they said, okay, you must have an experience using this tool that you do not know about, that you've never made use of. All right, just because you didn't read the job description, you might skip that information. All right, so what you do is read every job description, study every job description. If there's something in that job description that you feel like, okay, within this period or within this window of your job application, you can go ahead and fill that skill or probably acquire that particular thing during that period you're applying. Probably if you go through a lot of job description, maybe like 3, 4, or 5, you realize that, okay, they are looking for an accountant, probably applying for an accounting role. They are looking for an accountant. Probably there is something you don't have that keeps appearing in every job description that each of these company posts online or tries to advertise. All right, it's when you go through the job description you realize that this particular requirement is something that has appeared in this job, and this job. And why am I an accountant but I don't have this skill or I don't have this experience? Do you get? So it is why when you study the job description that you get to realize that, okay, I am missing out on this thing. Probably it might be a new thing that came up and every company wants to adapt to it, but you're not yet there because probably you were not informed. So reading the job description will make you know that, okay, this is something that is required of you. This is something you have to learn or put, interest in to acquire. All right. So what you need to do is study every job description like an exam, so you know where you're missing out and be able to fill in the gap before the job comes. All right. So that's the number 2 thing I want you to do while you are job hunting. All right. So for number 3, I need you to improve one skill weekly. So when I say improve one skill weekly, I'm not trying to say, okay, go ahead and, there are a lot of skills you can learn that you don't learn in a day or in a week. All right. So it might require time. So when I say improve one skill weekly, I mean go to YouTube. There are lots of things on YouTube. There are a lot of knowledge to acquire from YouTube. So go to YouTube. Try to check something in your field or in that particular role you're trying to apply for, or in your industry, the industry you're trying to apply for, the industry you have experience in. Try to check something that is new. Try to check something or a skill you can acquire. All right. Try to check. There are videos that can take you 2 hours to 3 hours. It could be a learning process. You could need your laptop or a mobile phone to go through the process, learn, and be able to go through the steps as they are trying to put you through or teach you. I know there are a lot of videos like that on YouTube. So you might need to do this during this your job hunting period. Go to YouTube, find videos that align with you or that teaches you a new skill. Go ahead and watch them. Follow the process as they are going through it. Follow the process. If they say, okay, we are going to use this app to do this, open the app while they said you should use the app. So when they say open the app, you open the app. When they say, okay, once you log into the app, go to the home page, you exactly go to the home page. Just follow the process and you'll be able to learn something new. So that's what I mean by learn something or improve one skill weekly. All right. So this is number 3 thing I want you to do in this process or in this time of your job hunting period. All right. So the number 4 thing I want you to do is research company's problem, not just company name. Research on company's problem, not just the company's name, because we've gone past the time where everybody's just there researching on company's name. Oh, what company should I apply for? What company name is this? Which company is a very big company that I can apply to and all that? So you've gone past that level. Now you want to pinpoint a problem that this company has, and you can only do that when you research the company. All right. So when you research the company, you'll be able to find out what the company's problem is, so that by the time this company calls you for an interview, you will have a lot of things to tell them. Because why? You've made research. You've gone through a lot of research to know what their problem is. So you are providing a solution for them. So you're more like a solution provider right now in the interview. They'll be more surprised to know that, oh, someone actually researched us and found out a problem and think they can solve this problem. They want to, okay, let us bring this person in. Let us bring this person in so that this person can help us resolve this problem. It might not be something they are even aware of. It might not be something they are aware of that is a problem. It might just be something that, oh, they just feel like, oh, they didn't know that this was a problem, or they didn't know they were faulting. And for this person to have made the research to the point of pointing this thing out, that means this person is really interested and this person has a lot to offer us. All right. So during the process of your job hunting, put this in place. Try to research what this company's problem is and find a way to resolve it. All right. Find a way to resolve and solve their problem. So instead of just sleeping and waking up and looking for new jobs, those ones you've applied for that are on your tracker, go ahead and check what their problem is, so that once they call you for an interview, you're providing solution. You're a solution provider, you're providing solution. It makes you stand out. It makes you stand out and makes you better than every other candidate that applies or will come up for an interview with them. All right. So that's the number 4 thing I want you to work on. All right. So for the number 5 thing, we are now on number 5. Yeah, we are moving. So for the number 5 thing I want you to do while you're still job hunting is to reach out directly. All right. So try to reach out, get some contacts. You can do that on LinkedIn. You can do that on probably researching the company and getting the company's email. So there are lots of ways you can reach out. You can reach out on LinkedIn. You can reach out on Instagram, because some of the recruiters are actually on Instagram. Some people are on LinkedIn. So you can find them and reach out. If you can search for the company's official email, you can reach out to them using the official email. All right. So when you go to LinkedIn, definitely you're going to find people under a particular company or a specific company you apply for. Reach out to that company like that from there. If you're applying through a consulting firm and it's the recruiters you're reaching out to, or the company that is recruiting you're reaching out to, it's still fine. You can get the recruiters or recruiters LinkedIn address and message them. You can send them a connection. Once they accept, you can actually message them. Or if you're on the paid version of LinkedIn, you don't have to, LinkedIn allows you to message directly without having to wait for connection, right? So you want to reach out directly to these people. Or if you see a job advert that they posted, oh, I saw this job advertisement on this page and I know I'm a perfect person or the perfect fit for this role, and I've made my application. I'm just coming here to let you know that I made application. I want you to go through my application and let me know when it will be okay for us to have a conversation. All right. So get something out there. Talk to somebody directly. Don't just sit back and let the application lie. So you coming to them directly will make them want to check your application. All right. They will be like, okay, let us check this person's name and check what his CV looks like. So it puts you ahead of others. All right. It puts you ahead of others. So immediately they want to call or reach out. Your CV or your application might be one of the first ones they want to reach out, because you reached out to them. Because for us recruiters, we always want people that are serious, because we've had scenarios where we call candidates and at the end of the day, even when you give them offer, you end up noticing that they are very unserious. They don't even need the job, or they don't want the job. So for the one that their experience aligns and their CV aligns and they are reaching out to us directly, we always want to take that person seriously. So try to do this, reach out directly. All right, just reach out directly to recruiters, to HR managers, directly to the company. It helps during this process, right? During this time of job hunting, it will help you get ahead of every other candidate. All right. So now we are in number 6. Number 6 of what you should do during this period that you are job hunting. All right. Number 6 is practice interview answers loud. I want you to practice interview answers loud. There is this thing I used to do during my time in school. Whenever there is an exam approaching, I would always want to practice questions, probably in front of my friends, or maybe when I have a presentation more like in school, then I always want to practice. I'll say, wait, listen to me. I want you to hear me and I want you to rate me. All right. So I always want to talk the exact way I want to talk on the stage, so that I look very prepared, I look well presented and all that. So I want someone to rate me before I go there. But this time around, no one is rating you. I'm not saying go get. If you have people to rate you, that's still fine, all right? But this time around, you might want to do it on your own. You might just want to stand up in your room. You can walk around, you're walking about and you're answering questions and you're talking confidently. One thing we know is that practice actually makes you improve on whatever you're doing. So once you keep practicing it, it becomes a part of you. When you're in that interview, you see yourself speaking boldly and all that, you're like, okay, where is this confidence coming from? All right. So it's something you want to do. Practice answers loudly. Walk around the room, walk around the compound, practice the answers you want to give, practice how confident you want to be when speaking and when giving your answers. Just keep practicing, all right? Keep practicing so that once the interview comes, you're just slaying in the interview. You're just, giving them, the answers right away and the solutions and everything right away. They're like, okay, okay, this is a very serious candidate, all right? So that's one thing I want you to do, all right? So for number 7, yes, number 7 thing you need to do during this time you're job hunting is for you to network intentionally. Network intentionally. All right. So when I say network, you can network with your peers, you can network with friends, you can network with people around you in the same community with you. You can literally network with people in events. You can go for summits, you can go for events, you can go for business gatherings and network. And networking is not just, because I know some people are introverted, they don't want to move out of their room. Okay, I got you. So what you need to do in that point is you can network online. All right, there is always communities, which is something I also want to do on my page. I want to kind of have a community on this page. All right, there at some point you can post out job adverts, you can post out any job if you want to apply and all that. But we are still growing, right? And we grow by you subscribing and joining the community and making this place more lively. More people will want to join when there is a community, right? It's something we intend to build. But yeah, you need to network with people online. There are lots of communities online. You can try to register for probably all these free courses online. You can get a community from learning online. There could be some community of people trying to learn the same free course, so you can network with them. Their WhatsApp group you can search for and find a way to join. You can network from there. You need to just genuinely network with people and connect with people that probably will give you some job advertisement that they've come across, and you can also send yours to them. All right, so networking is a very important thing to have or to do while job hunting. All right, so you need to network intentionally. Network with the exact people that you need and the exact community you want to be in. Or you can also network with people that are in the field, or in the field where you have experience in. You can also specifically network with these people. All right, so here comes our last point, which is number 8. So number 8 thing you need to do while job hunting is to protect your mental health. Oh, protect your mental health, because one thing I know for sure is rejections are going to come. At some point, rejections are going to come. I myself, I get rejections most sometimes, like the times when I was applying for jobs, I got rejections, which is something that is normal. So your mental health, if you don't protect it, you might not be able to handle some rejections. All right. So the number 8 thing I want you to do while going through this process of job hunting is protect your mental health. Protect your mental health against some rejections that are going to be coming up. There are big companies you're going to be applying to, hoping that they will come true, and they might not come true, which is the reality of life. All right. So you just have to protect your mental health so that you don't break down. All right. So that you don't break down, or so that at the end of the day, you're not discouraged and you're not thinking, oh, you're the problem, or thinking that you are fault, or thinking that you're not good enough. All right. So you have to protect your mental health against whatever that comes, so that you can take it in good faith and pick up something from there, learn from there. Because I know there are interviews you actually attend that you end up learning something from the interview questions, and you go back and do your research and try to improve on that, so that the next interview, if such question comes up, you'll be able to handle. So protect your mental health so you do not break down and go into depression. because job hunting is not an easy phase in anybody's life at all. So protect your mental health and we'll definitely land that job. Definitely. All right. So if this interests you, do not forget to join the community. We are building a community right here, yeah. So do not forget to join the community. Just hit on that subscribe button down there, turn on the notification so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, so you can also share if you have somebody that you think that can learn from this, and also like and comment.